folks. Oh, do I have a lot to go over today? This is a great day to be following us and hanging out. What's going on, Hellbolt? I love you, man. Kate, I'll talk about you in a moment. All good things. My lord, by chance, are you having a fine day? What up, BS? It is. What up, BK? T-Bone. What's up, buddy? Hello, lady. Put these right here. There we go. Huzzah! Good morrow, friend. It's all. I said it's all good things. What you did is you put out some really good covers. Oh, excuse me. I just scarfed down a Hawaiian roll to counter the extra double shot of espresso I had to have, because boy am I tired. Let me tell you, before I get into how great Kate is, let me tell you about my day, and then I'll tell you how great Kate is, and then I'll talk about Comicon. Wicked tired. Thank you, Flamingos. My brother had to go back to New York today, so he had a midday flight. But driving to LAX is about a 2.5-hour ordeal when it's midday. So I got him into sumo wrestling. What up, Dangle? I got him into sumo wrestling. So we were up until 2 a.m. watching sumo. Onosato is 11-0. It looks like there's a very good chance he is going to win his second tournament in a row. And there is an extremely good chance Onosato is going to be the next Yokozuna. You can have many Yokozunas. At one point in the last 25 years, there were 4 Yokozunas at one time. What up, Carlos? Hello, Crystal, Juan, and Baby Rhea. Hello, what up, fam? So we were up till 2 a.m. watching. We wanted to see. He can't watch it in New York live because the delay of 3 hours means it would go until like 5 a.m. So he's going to only be able to watch it on replays. And I told him where he can watch the replays in the full uninterrupted. And but we decided to, for his last night, stay up until 2 a.m. and watch the fights live. We got to see the Yokozuna chalk another win up. He's 9-3 now, or 9-2 now. And we had a good time, but we still had to get up at 9 o'clock, and we still had to get out the door soon. So I had, as soon as I woke up, I had my double shot of espresso. Came home, got in the shower because of stank. It was 97 or 95 degrees where we were before in the valley before we got to the airport, and the AC and the vehicle not working up to snuff. So boy, was I a bit rank. So I took a shower so that y'all could see me smelling good instead of seeing me stink. And then I said, listen, I'm so tired. Jimmy Bean, I'm going to have another double shot of espresso. And I did. Then I got here and realized, man, my stomach is mad about the second double shot of espresso, so I better have some bread, and that's where I'm at. Now, Kate posted some whips in Discord. I like the character Battle Beast. I think he's cool. The Frankenstein, I think is cool. The other one with the Guy Fawkes mask, I think it's cool. And listen, I don't want to say it, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I know how you like to play on words, so indulge me and don't do that this time. When it comes to covers, you are leaps and bounds ahead of yourself within the last 4 months. Everybody in the Discord is watching, and I think everybody can agree. There's nothing wrong with the previous covers. I'm simply stating you are building upon your great foundation, and I am excited to watch you develop as a cover artist. With that said, boy oh boy do I have a lot to talk about the con. I got to hang out with Juan, and I got to hang out with Crystal's dad, aka Abuelo. I got to hang out with Baby Rhea, and Mrs. the Breaker got to hang out with Baby Rhea, and we are big Baby Rhea fans. Jimmy's not, because he gets jealous. It's nothing personal. He's just, autistic and jealous of... It's personal according to him, because, his brain is different. And we love his brain. And he doesn't like when my attention is elsewhere. Right, Jim?
Number one, do not look at me. Number two, you already were looking at me. In 2 seconds ago. Number three, yes.
Okay, there it is. So that was awesome. That was one of the highlights of the con, was Baby Rhea and Juan and Abuelo. Did you look at the Val Kilmer? I did look at the Val Kilmer cover. I have had time for very little. I am going to keep an eye out. But I am so freaking busy right now. If you guys knew how busy we are right this instant, and how busy we'll be for the next 4 days, it's bonkers candy. So Comicon Revolution. We have 2 giveaways to do today, so folks, stay tuned. We have 2 giveaways. One is an impromptu one that if you follow the socials, you would have seen. Paul Maitland! Hey, Paul, literally just talking about you. Paul Maitland's Anti-Hero sold out, which means I have a giveaway. Somewhere there's a giveaway. We're still unpacking, so bear with me a moment. Exactly. Jimmy, where'd the giveaway go? Where did we put it? Do you remember? It's still in the box. I wonder if it's still in the box. Let's look in the box.
Yeah, it's still in the box.
I'm looking in the box.
And if it is, Daddy?
Yes.
Oh my God, trick shot!
You know what? T-Bone, you may accidentally have it. So Trevor grabbed a box that has to do with some of the upcoming projects. And Trevor, give a check. That may be in there. I think it may have gotten stacked in with one of those boxes. Also, Trevor has the Cat Stags original art, which I'm going to get into in a little bit. We're looking for the Spawn giveaway. I have all of the items with me, and Spawn happens to not be there. There's a good chance we separated them when we packed up, because almost anything that was in a top loader went into those 2 boxes. Thank you. I'm fairly certain you have it. If you don't have it, it means it's in the back box that we haven't unpacked yet. Literally still unpacking, folks. With that said, obviously shipping is going to be a little bit delayed. All of the items are here. Lord Brownie's like, Spawn! Spawn! All of the items have been placed in everybody's box. They simply need to be packed up and shipped. Still unpacking. It's been 3 days, right? Right? Well, considering I don't live here, I live 40 miles away. I don't get to spend as much time as you'd think. Did you miss something? No, you just missed Anti-Hero. Anti-hero with the big spawn giveaway. Carlos knows. So does Andrew, Joe, Crystal, Money, Mitch, and Thomas, and Scoops. All of them know. Yeah, it had to have gotten separated because I have everybody's orders and those were in a different box. And I don't have any of the graded comics or any of the other ones. So 99.2% chance it inadvertently got shuffled in with the Cat Stag's original art and the other things. So let's do a recap before we do the giveaways. Because I have a lot of stuff to go over. And all of it is going to be very interesting to you. First of all, it was a very successful con. Just like you do have it here. See, there you go. Yeah, T-Bone, that's my bad. I kind of put all of the art together and I didn't separate it into the two boxes. I just threw it into one. That's a my bad. I'm going to own that one. We did get packed up in a bit of a hurry, too. What up, Doug? I was just saying, T-Bone has the Spawn. I accidentally packed it with the, probably in the same box as the Cat Stags. So he's going to have to get us that. How do we enter the giveaway? Oh, you had to buy Antihero. You know, the thing that I was announcing for a week, saying there was a big Spawn giveaway. Hey, listen, I can't make you watch, nor can I make you pay attention when you are watching. I love you, but it was kind of a big deal. By the way, Doug has something to open courtesy of Dangle. So Dangle, don't go anywhere. We have Doug for a moment. I love you, Hellbolt. As a matter of fact, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna stop right now. Too busy hiding the credit cards. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna do it. Dangle, you bought Doug a birthday gift. And Doug chose former Angel Vlad Guerrero Sr. Now, Doug, you wanted this open, is that correct? So, speaking of, more sports cards will be coming, specifically baseball. Just don't tell Dangle, because it'll also tie into me announcing the one of the next projects coming. All right, let's be all angels here. Can we get all angels in this pack of nothing but angels? Andy Pettit. Kenny Lofton. Yeah, proof of ownership. Fernando Tatis. Chuck Johnson's blocking the plate. Bob Abreu. Oh, do we have a die-cut Sandy Alomar Jr.? We do. It's true. We do. It's true. A bunch of angel killers. Juan Gonzalez and Ivan Rodriguez. Pokey Reese. Not to be confused with Pee-wee. Edgardo Alfonso and Will Clark. There's Will Clark.
Why damage over 201?
Okay.
And guess what? He didn't die.
Take a breath. It's okay. There you go, bub.
Chicken nuggets.
You'll make it, honey.
Nuggets.
I promise you'll make it. Pudge. Vanya. Famously played for another team that Dangle likes. There you go. There you go, Doug. I'll put it with your pile of awesome. Now that is going to inadvertently lead us into a project that is coming out in probably likely 2 weeks from now. About probably 1 to 2 weeks. Listen, bank on 2 weeks, because it's we're waiting on some baseball cards to come in. Take a look at this Kevin P. West action right here. Tell me if you can sense a theme. You know, that's a little dark. Let me see if I can get a little more gain into that. No. Okay. Scuba! Hey, Scoobs, there you go. Let me know when you figure out the connection to all of these. Yeah. There you go. Hellboat's like they're all mascots. That's a banana slug. Yeah, PK's like, I don't see it.
How did he get that much help?
The Trastros. I agree. There is another giveaway. But that giveaway is super secret. All right. So that is coming in about 2 weeks. What's going to happen is Doug found a box. Little baby watching me. I love Ray is the best. I love it.
How dare you say that? That's offensive to me, Daddy.
Jimmy, don't make me bite your nose. Hey, there's me in the background. There's Doug holding a baby. Probably looking for my water. Hello, Rhea. Hi, Rhea. Hi, baby girl. And everyone else in the house watching. Hello. For love of God, spit it out.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thanks, my lord. I appreciate you bestowing upon me permission to drinketh thine water. Doug has purchased a box of tops that features the possibility of getting mascot cards in it. Doug will remember exactly what box it is. I don't because, cognitive issues. So we are waiting for that to arrive. Once that arrives, we'll be breaking that box open. We will be throwing packs into envelopes. And then we will have that live, and it will be glorious. I believe the numbers came out to 12 boxes, but there's 15 packs, so we'll have 3 bonus packs as well. Maybe those will be pre-order packs. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? And then we're going to get those ripped open. Honestly, I have no idea. Hold on a second. I can tell you, he sent me a link. He sent me a link once. And he's like, "What do you think of this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's great. It's great. Get it. Do it. I like it. Whatever it is, it's great." That might have been a DM. Might have been a DM. All right, I don't know where it is. I don't have any idea what's going on. It is Celebration Mega. You are 100% correct, my lord. That is a truth. I should never have doubted you. Is anything dropping tonight? I'm trying to be patient, but I need to head out. Nothing is dropping tonight. I can tell you that right now, Dangle. However, something is dropping tomorrow, and something is dropping Friday. Tomorrow will be another iconic break featuring SIGs, maybe some remarks, all received within the last 2 cons that we've gone to. It will be pretty juicy. I've been given a green light. That will be tomorrow, and I want everybody to budget properly. TMNT is launching on Friday. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. TMNT is launching again on Friday, and this time it has 5 figures. 5 Michelangelos, one of each color, will be available, as well as original art by Don Ho, the legendary artist and inker himself. Don Ho delivered the cards on Saturday. We got to hang out. We got to talk to him. I may have gotten Don Ho to sign my badge, and he drew an impromptu Silver Surfer on there. So now I have an official Don Ho remark, and I couldn't believe it. I didn't ask. It was just nice. It was also signed by Cat Staggs as well as Dave Barron, 2 people I got to spend quite a lot of time talking to. So, TMNT. What's the envelope behind me? I have no idea. I didn't put it there. Yeah, that's right. Thundercats, Don Ho! Don Ho, one of the nicest cats on the planet. It says TMNT, Doug's Super Secret Giveaway. It looks like there's a super secret giveaway. I don't know what's in the envelope, really. I do know that Doug said there's going to be a giveaway for this when there wasn't planned to be one, because not only did I add an additional remarked figure to this, we added 5 original Don Ho pieces to it, and Carlos's pieces have been added to it as well. There is a lot. Now, last time it was $149.99. I apologize. It's a little bit more this time. It's going to be $159.99. And after hearing everything I just said, I think you're going to understand the small $10 increase. A lot more has gone into this run. But that is Doug's super secret TMNT giveaway. I'm not even going to handle the envelope, because I don't want to give myself clues as to exactly what it is. I will be announcing via our Discord and via our Instagram the time that we are dropping the pre-order for TMNT. All of you watching right now are going to get a hint. I will be dropping it. I have very little to do with it. We will be dropping it tomorrow. The time will be announced both in Instagram and Discord simultaneously. And then at that time, be ready. 10 boxes. That's all. This will sell out almost instantly. This will sell out almost instantly. So first come, first serve. 10 boxes, $159.99. Don Ho, 5 remarked figures, and a Doug super secret giveaway. That's what's up. So stay tuned tomorrow to Instagram and Discord.
Is Lord Brownie still here?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, okay.
My lord, we have joined our quest on the Reti Might. Here we go. The war will go on. England versus China. My lord,
Wow. It's a population disparity.
what's my quest that I have to do, plus my mission? To Dem Esquire. That's up for sure. Dap it up, bro. Dap it up. Dap it up. But it has to be a bigger raise because I need to get more money. So, better do something here.
Oh, you mean this Peach? I like to think of it as the Eastman in Peach. Plus Tom. Adios, Doug.
Oh, here we go. My lord, Lord Brownie 33 underscore 33. It's you say, my lord. Try to take over the world.
There you
Right,
go.
Jimmy. All right.
One Fortnite game at a time. And listen, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. That Peach Momoko comic is gonna come with a Don Ho card. That is a nasty little envelope right there. An original full color Don Ho. Oh, that's right. You haven't seen them in person yet. I'll show you the ones I'm not using. All right, adios, Crystal Juan, Rhea. They say Crystal Juan and Rhea say bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow or never. Daddy.
Kate. Yes, Poppy.
I just got General Grievous.
Good, Jim.
I love General Grievous. I need to find addition to add to my collection.
I mean, come on, this is ridiculous.
I've been expecting.
This is nuts.
I shall do what I must.
These are the ones I didn't use. The ones I did use actually connect to form one group shot of 4. All 4 of them connect. So you are going to want to do some trading. You will want to do some trading because I did add 4 Don Ho's that interconnect to form one big piece. And basically, I'm going to force you all to trade. Connect to form Voltron, right? A Turtletron. Folks, it is hot. He has put the work in, and let's be just brutally honest. Don Ho is a legendary artist and inker. All of that wonderful stuff that was done by Ron Lim, Infinity Gauntlet, Silver Surfer, those are all going to be Don Ho inked. So you are literally getting original full color art from an absolute, I got goosebumps, from an absolute legend. Have you ever had anybody buy all the pieces in a break, DC? I've had somebody buy out an entire There Will Be Blood. I don't know if anybody has bought out an entire run. I don't think so. Well, I can have them since you didn't use them. Dangle did buy out a There Will Be Blood all but one spot. And then he ended up working out with the person what they wanted, and they all ended up happy. That was a particularly well-priced one. That was just cheap enough to buy one out. It was... it might have been some miscalculating on my part. It happens. Speaking of miscalculating, tomorrow the comic books Iconic Lee will be released, as well as... Oh my god, that's right, I gotta tell you, Cat Staggs. I don't know if you know who Cat Staggs is, but you should. Can you miscalculate TMNF? Teenage Mutant Ninja Funyuns? Teenage Mutant Ninja Funyuns. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Furries. That's a different stream, Kate. Teenage Mutant Ninja Furries is in the 18 plus category. Don't Google that. Please, for the love of God, don't Google that. I will bite your cheeks. Give me I'll go bite your cheeks. I'll go bite your cheeks. I'll bite your cheeks.
I'm gonna grab
I feel like that would be some good money making art, though. Listen.
Hey, guys.
I want to say the Lee Cosi told me this story. And Lee, I know Lee doesn't care if I retell some of his stories. I believe that community reached out to Lee and was like, basically, name your price. And Lee was like, do you realize I would lose pretty much every contract I ever did if I did that? But he had been approached to do that in the past.
Guys, look what I drew. I drew it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Nady drew that. It says so right on the bottom. Why would you? That's gone now.
Let me see it.
Okay, well then, please stop. Cat Staggs. Cat Staggs, as Doug put it, is comic book and art royalty. She is. And I was able to spend a little bit of time chatting with Kat and her wife. Her wife is actually a writer, a very accomplished writer. Her wife writes a lot of the Powerpuff Girls comic books. And every once in a while, she convinces Kat to do a cover. So we did get some signed and double signed Powerpuff Girls books. We got a book that Kat and her wife worked on together, signed as well. We picked up some original pencils from Kat as she worked on the Smallville stuff. And I was able to pull some very well done pencils. Daniel Gonzalez, who was with us, also purchased a piece from Kat. I absolutely thrilled to be able to own an original piece of Kat Staggs' work. And anybody who knows her knows that it's not easy to come by her work. Basically, you got to get it in person, and it is not cheap. But we will be having some Kat Staggs stuff available in the near future. We also ran into Dave Barron of Batman Who Laughs fame. He also did the comic book version of Dune. We have some signed and remarked books by Mr. Barron. We also chatted with Todd Nock. Nock was there. He did a remark or two for us. Joshua Caceres was also there. He did a couple of remarks. And one of those has a very interesting story behind it that I will talk about when the time comes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? We also got to, Doug got to chat with Jay Lee. There's some Jay Lee signed books coming through. Couldn't get Jay Lee to do any remarks. Unfortunately, it was the end of the con. but we were able to get 5 or 6 Jay Lee signed books. We also it's not to do some TMNFs. Yes, it was great. I had a ridiculous moment. And this is, some of you saw the Instagram post. We got to meet Greg Sipes. We got to spend time talking to Greg Sipes. Greg Sipes is the voice actor behind Beast Boy and many, many, many other characters, including Michelangelo in the most recent animated series. What's up, sexy mama? Greg was one of the nicest, kindest person. We talked about, Greg had recently been diagnosed with early onset Parkinson's. I met him through his brother Michael, who is an amazing human being as well. And Michael was telling me about, you know, the struggle and kind of having to cope with having a life-altering experience. And I shared my experience about having leukemia with him. And he's like, you got to meet my brother. You know, you got to talk with my brother. You got to have, have a face-to-face with my brother. I was like, yeah, I'll absolutely meet Beast Boy. That's James's favorite character. So it happened. We got to meet Greg. He took some photos. He whispered. So James followed him on Instagram before this, but when I showed him, he was like, "That's Beast Boy," and he looked kind of skeptical, even though I believe he knew who he was. So as we were posing for the photo, Greg kind of bends down and goes, "All right, James, waffles," in his Beast Boy voice. And the Instagram photo captures the moment that he realized that was Beast Boy. You see a big smile on my face, and even Greg had a very devious smile because he knew he got him. And we had a couple of photos taken, and James was astounded. Greg also hooked us up with a couple of signed comics, as well as, oh goodness gracious, we got 2 signed cards. So these are going to be turned into sketches of Beast Boy. They will be Greg Sipes signed sketches. Those will be in the future. So that'll be a very awesome, and as far as we know, it'll be 2 one-of-a-kind pieces. I don't know if anybody has ever gotten him to do this, so I think we may have the only 2 in existence. He asked, his brother Michael asked us to have another one signed. Yes, baby.
Next time, can you give me some more Welch's
Fruit snacks. Yes, sir.
and make sure they're berries and cherries?
Yes, sir. So he did ask us to have one more signed. We did. We took it to Todd Knock. Knock did a Beast Boy drawing on it. So Greg himself owns a Todd Knock sketch painted. That's like it was a full-on headshot of Beast Boy that he has signed. And we will own the other 2. So definitely some exclusive pieces coming from DCD Collects very soon. I think that is the majority of it. Let's do some giveaways. Who's ready for a giveaway? For the Spawn, Carlos, Andrew, Jojo, Crystal, Thomas, Money, Mitch, Thomas, Scoobs, Carlos, Scoobs. We are going to random this 7 times. Whoever's on top gets that absolutely gorgeous Spawn piece. Now, I want to say, look at me in the little box. Don Ho asked us to see the Spawn piece. He said, could you bring that to me? Of course I said yes. Don Ho said, can I take it out of the top loader? We're like, yeah. Don Ho was so impressed with Paul Maitland's piece of art that he actually was flicking it to see if it was two superimposed images onto one sheet. And when he realized that no, he just layered it extremely well, Don Ho himself said, wow, that is really good. Don Ho approved this piece of art personally. And let's see who takes it home now. Good luck, everybody involved. And the winner is Carlos! 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 Congratulations! Oh, buddy. Can you dig it? My man. Carlos. Doggy. This guy calling his shot said, that's mine, everybody else back off. Carlos is probably doing cartwheels. Carlos is probably so excited. There's probably a little Carlos coming in 9 months after that win. There it is. My goodness gracious, that is spectacular. He's like, shut up. How did you know a little Carlos is coming in 9 months after this? That's how excited that household is right now. My goodness, man. So that will be shipped out to you. I don't have it. I don't have it with me. Trevor has it. He posted it on the Discord as proof of ownership. I have another giveaway. I have it here. I want to keep it. So, for those who were watching us at the con, you saw us do 3 30-minute challenges for Daniel Gonzalez. The first one resulted in this Vader. The second one resulted in this Loki. It was decided for every order over $100, you are going to get an entry into this giveaway. If you bought one of Daniel Gonzalez's covers between Wednesday and yesterday, you would be given 5 additional spots. 5 spots for that cover. Thomas took us up on that and bought the thing. So Thomas got additional gets here. Dangle, you had an order of 80 and then an order of 20. I put those together because you bought those before the announcement. So Dangle, you are in this for buying the heating pads and the other box. So Dangle, you are in there. CJR is Crystal Juan and Rhea. Joe is our friend from Down Under. Shout out to Joe. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. So you are in there, Joe, as well. If you win, I will send it with your pieces. Toot sweet. But here's how it broke down everything into $100 intervals. That ended up with a total of 23 entries. Whoever wins gets to choose which one of those two they want. The other one will be used in the future. As always, we are going to random these 7 times. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is Dangle! Dangle-lang, dangle-lang. Sometimes it only takes one. Congratulations!
Dangled.
Dangle did not get dangled. All you need is one. That is a 1 in 23 shot, and Dangle says, never tell me the odds.
A little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thanks, lady. I needed that. And he left early. That's right. That's okay. It'll be a nice surprise. I will text him. All right, let me take a photo real quick. One of the perks of having most of your telephone numbers is in times like this, I can send text. Now, obviously, I do not retain personally anybody's phone number without explicitly asking first. All of the phone numbers are saved in the Wix database, not on my phone. Dangle is somebody that I've reached out to in DMs and said, hey, do you mind if I take your phone number so that I can contact you? And he gave me permission. So don't worry, all of your information is safe. He is one of the few that has openly given me permission. All right. Oh, Iconic Covers is going to have a giveaway too. It is going to be the Scarlet Witch from the last 30-minute challenge we did. So another original piece of art by Daniel Gonzalez will be given away at when we sell out of the Iconic Covers. Iconic Covers will also be launching tomorrow, but that will be open immediately, where TMNT is pre-order for Friday. I definitely have Carlos's too. Anybody I've met in person, I typically get. Lord Brownie, I'll add you to my Rolodex. Oh, Lord Brownie, how's the move going, by the way? I stole Scuba's. I was like, I am texting you illegally. And he's like, no, stop, please. Jeez. 18 phone numbers later, I still got them. All right, T-Bone, we're not going to be on much longer because all of the announcements have been made. Oh, I have 3 new comic books to show off. Yeah, let's do that. Let's show off 3 new comics. Going good? All right, nice. Oh, you just got Dangle. There's Dangle? What up, Dangle? Congratulations, buddy. You had a 1 in 23 shot at winning. A 1 in 23 shot of winning. He's like, what happened? So if you followed the Instagram, everybody who spent $100 between last Wednesday and yesterday got an entry for a giveaway for Daniel Gonzalez's original art from a 30-minute challenge. So, you actually placed an $80 order, and then you bought, at the con, you bought the $20 heating pads. It only takes a chip and a chair. And I put those together because you made them within, like, 24 hours of each other. And you did that before we announced what it was. So I combined that into one spot for you. And that was the spot you needed because there were 23 names. Yours was only 1. And you got the dub. So you get to pick either the Vader or the Loki. And then the other one will be used as a giveaway at a future time. This was the first one he did. And then when he realized he could bust out the paints, this was the second one he did. Vader for sure. All right, that is yours. So congratulations, you have an original Daniel Gonzalez. Vader with lightning was the prompt. And that is going in your box, which means the Loki is headed for a future giveaway. Daniel also dropped 3 new covers. Superman, which is going to be $4.99.99. Does this one have a doodle? I don't know if he doodled these yet. He did. Oh my goodness. Are you ready for this? What? Yes, it is dual. Doodle on the back. I mean, that's right in the makings of Swan right there. And fully oil painted on the front. That is going to be on the site soon for $4.99.99. How about Street Fighter? This one is not doodle-backed. But, you know, we love Chun-Li. She kicks high. And, of course, Blanca's who she's kicking. Because that's who she kicks. So, for my Street Fighter fans, this one is 2 characters. So, it's going to be $549.99. $549.99. This nugget right here, we don't even know how to price this because I need to tell you a little bit about this character right here. So, Daniel is friends with the creator and designer of Baby Groot. I'm going to say that again. Daniel happens to be friends with the person who designed and created Baby Groot for Marvel. That's him right there. So he happened to be having lunch with his friend and asked if he would do a little Groot doodle and sign the cover. And the guy replied, only if you paint him sitting on Rocket's shoulder. That was the deal. So to fulfill his deal, Daniel did just that. So this is dual signed, painted, and sketched. I don't even know how to price this. We are discussing it. But we don't even know if this guy has ever done a sketch of him before. Free $99, right? Hey, if it was free $99, it'd be in my collection. So that one is still a question mark. But $4.99 and $5.49. Right there. Those will be on the site soon. And they are, listen, Daniel is, oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you. Daniel got to meet Kat Staggs and have an art conversation with her. He also purchased a piece of her art. He got to talk to a lot of people, but something of extreme note that all of you are not going to want to hear, or I should say are going to want to hear. Joel Adams, animator, designer to the stars. He created all of the art for King of the Hill, the character creations. He also worked on comic books, just like his father, Neil. Joel was there. We got to say hi to Joel. Joel seems like he is doing well. Joel was smiling more than I've seen him smile in a long time, and that's great to see a smile on Joel's face. He had a conversation with Daniel, and he said, you know, you should be doing covers. And Daniel said, I would love to do a cover. Joel said, I will get you in touch with blah, 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 and see if we can get you on a exclusive variant cover. Folks, that's how Kai got his start. What happened to Kai? Kaboom. We can't even get Kai stuff anymore. Daniel Gonzalez is definitely, in my opinion, with a lead-in from Joel Adams himself. You can expect Daniel Gonzalez to be doing covers, cover variants very soon. You know how that works. You know where it goes. You know what steps happen from there. Take that information and use that information however you will. But I will tell you this, I will be owning another Daniel Gonzalez very soon. With that information, and once I find out he's working on a variant cover, you can bet your bottom dollar I will own I know Scuba just bought another one. You got the Alien vs. Predator, which is freaking gorgeous, unbelievably good, and you did find a great frame for it. I will be definitely owning another Gonzalez in the very near future. So, use that information however you will. But Daniel, I think, is going to blow up sooner than later. I told you last time Kai was going to be famous in 2 years. It only took about 9.5 months. Daniel is going to be pretty hot pretty soon. Thanks, Scoobs. Appreciate it. Please do. A Max painting? I mean, sure. Or you can go on Discord and ask him, hey, would you do a Max? Maybe you could even do a work in trade if you know any artists that Daniel would be interested in. Oh, was I not supposed to talk about that? Um, you're friends with Lee Cozy, right? You know Lee. Have him do scoobs like one of his French girls. There you go. There you go. See if he blind cat's like blind cat is feeding into this. Thank God Kate's not listening. Hello, Mel. What up, Bickman? How you doing? Lurkin, I see you. What's up, Motley? How you doing? What's up, man? So Nathan successfully landed in the Below. He is home safe and sound, and he really appreciated this month. For those who were able to make the con, he was at the con helping us. He had a great time. He loved it. He couldn't believe some of the people that we got to talk to. I feel bad. I really didn't get him to take him for a walk to really meet a lot of the artists. Doug and I did a walk, and I realized I had left him at the booth and Bad Brother. So next time we do a con, I'll have to have him out so that he can actually meet everybody. All right, let me clear everything so that we can get back to the task at hand. All right. So I think that's it. Talked about Cat Stags. Talked about Dave Barron. Talked about Jay Lee. Talked about Nock. Who else do we talk about? Oh, talked about Daniel. Talked about KP's project that is coming out soon. The box should be here next week. So if all goes well, we may have KP's mascots out by Friday. If the box doesn't come until Thursday, it might get pushed off until the following Wednesday. But likely, depending on how fast it gets here, we have the work, as you saw. We don't have the cards. Depending on how fast the cards get here, that could be as early as next Friday. Who's on the comic in the top left? Kind of looks like Buzz Lightyear. Oh, I forgot to mention those paintings. Yeah, we got some. We got some paintings from Daniel. By the way, this is the one that I dropped and smudged. He did fix it, though. I think you've seen that before, though. I love it. I think that's it. Right, Jimmy, is that it, or was there more? Did I forget something, or do I got it all?
I think you forgot the hugs of your son.
Oh, I hug you as much as I can. Because I love you. Let me look. All right, I believe that's it. I have at my house all the comic books that we acquired, so it's going to be an utter surprise to all of you. But I will get photos up when I post the Iconic. I'll get photos up of the books that are going to be inside there. They are great. The remarks are unbelievable. I don't know. We have to see how many remarks we have. I may save those for a remarkable. Otherwise, it'll be figured out by tomorrow. Oh, you know what? Maybe we don't figure it out, and maybe I do a DC unsupervised. I mean, Trevor did leave. I could technically I could surprise the crap out of Doug and do an unsupervised instead of a Iconic. Do I want that kind of heat right now, though? Any word on the next Doug's secret art, There Will Be Blood? No. We have so many projects going on that, and again, we just got back. Tuesday is when we met in the studio to drop off the boxes. I haven't unpacked all of them yet. And as you can see, Trevor got some of the boxes accidentally at his house. He hasn't been here to go through the vault. So I don't know about any of his There Will Be Bloods. We have 3 projects in the next 10 days. We have KPs. We have a comic that I will figure out. And we have TMNT 2. Secret of the Booze. So no, he isn't. I don't think it's it. I think it's everything. Right? We're good, Jimmy? We can go?
No.
We can go home?
I don't want to go home.
No? Okay. You don't want to go home? You want to live here on that couch? You want to live in the Lego room, don't you?
What's the Lego room?
Yeah. Doug has a Lego section of the museum that James would live in given the opportunity. I think that's it. All right, let's recap. We talked about the con. We talked about Beast Boy.
Hey, Daddy.
We did, yeah.
I think you forgot something.
What?
About what I got and what I pulled from the Pokemon pack.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I'll tell him that. We talked about. We did the giveaway for Anna Hero. We did the con giveaway. We showed you. It's the thing we did. We showed you KP and the mascots. We talked about the release schedule. We talked about Cat Stags. And it reminds me I got to send a text to Trevor to bring the Cat Stag stuff. What up, Scoobs? I think it's it. I think it's everything, folks. Oh, I showed you the new books. I showed you the new paintings. Because you guys were attentive enough that you pointed them out when I forgot. I think it's it. I think we're done. All right, after Scoob's idea, we're going to jump into some sumo.
No, my pack that I pulled.
I will, honey. Let's go. Carlos won a giveaway. Dangle won a giveaway. The girl in the last little one I got of the guy who was with Loki, can you give those away or stash them with people's orders? The girl and the last little one I got of the guy. All right, BK. Okay, Stitch and Mask. We can figure out something, Scoops. That's very kind of you. We will figure something out. All right, so it is day 12 of the May Basho. Currently, Onosato is 11-0. It is the Jonidan division now, so it is a little early. But there are actually a couple of fighters in the lower divisions that are undefeated as well, that could very well find themselves bumping up divisions after this is over. I believe day 14 is the last day for them, so that would be Friday. But lots of good stuff to see here. If you're a fan of sumo, this has been a pretty hard-fought basho with a lot of upsets and a lot of amazing takedowns. All right, Scoops. Yeah, man. We'll figure something out. All right. As always, I love each and every one of you. Do me a favor. Take care of yourselves and each other, so we can do this again tomorrow. Stay tuned to Instagram and Discord in the announcements section. I will be announcing the time sometime tomorrow. I will be announcing the time that we will be making TMNT live. If you are not interested in TMNT and you're looking for comics, those will be live the moment I get them done. Take care. Be safe. I love you all. Good night. The cards, yeah, we're going to get them and show them.